everybody! So if you're watching this on the day it comes out, tomorrow is American Thanksgiving. And we are actually not here. We went on a road trip to visit some out-of-state relatives that we haven't seen in quite some time. So we recorded this a bit early, but with all the same sentiments. We decided to do a Thanksgiving tag because this is going to be a little bit of a rough year for us. This is the first year without my maternal grandmother. And
that rots, guys.
It's pretty it's a pretty much huge bummer.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck, but there's a bunch of stuff that's just... Thanksgiving is a holiday that I both love and loathe simultaneously. So I think we decided to do this tag as a way to kind of remember the good things about it and why I like what I like about it. You know? So... That being said, the tag that we picked up is from, as always, Mama Cat's losing it, and I will have the link in the description. But Karen is going to read me the questions, and we're going to discuss them as we go along. So sit tight, everybody. And question number 1.
Question number 1 goes to kind of the root of what is good about Thanksgiving for many people. What is your favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Ooh, I have a lot of favorites. I'm a big fan of green bean casserole. That's the one.
Elyse makes.
Yeah, that's the one that I make every year. I don't even remember when I first had it. I just have always liked the components. And one year my dad was like, let's make green bean casserole. So I was like, okay. And then from then on out, it was my job to do that. It's very easy. It is very easy to make green bean casserole. I'm also a big fan. My dad makes this really good cauliflower gratin. And it is so special. It uses probably like 3 pounds of cheese. So I'm pretty sure it's either a Julia Child or Jacques Pepin recipe. Either way, it's spectacular. It's so good.
It's also one of my absolute favorites, and whether it's Jacques, whether it's Julia, you can't go wrong with either.
Do we get to talk about the gravy at all, or should I talk about it now?
I'm gonna go ahead and say that we can talk about the gravy now.
Okay.
That is not a dessert, and they don't ask us about anything else.
My actual favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving is my father's Thanksgiving gravy. He makes it every year, and it is a labor of love, and it is the most delicious thing. I would eat it on a what's Guy Fieri say? I would eat that on a flip-flop. I would eat that on a flip-flop. I will take just like pieces of bread and just eat bread with gravy. Forget the turkey. I mean, turkey is like whatever.
Rolls. Get those crescent rolls. Gravy.
But I think there's something very special about Dad's Thanksgiving gravy. I don't know if it's the port. I don't know if it's anything else, but it's just this perfect combination of delicious that I absolutely adore. And he doesn't really make it all that often, so...
We only have turkey on Thanksgiving, and I will say, I don't know if that's gonna come up, but, like, out of our whole, like, extended family, we always hosted Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
For the New Jersey side of the family.
Yeah, so we would have Thanksgiving, and my aunt and uncle would have Christmas. So we would always do the turkey, and I always looked forward to my dad making the gravy. Next question.
What is your favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
Pumpkin pie. Next. No. Okay, so my sister, behind the scenes Karen, is the one in charge of making the pumpkin pies.
Yeah.
Now, I believe the recipe is from a cookbook called Spoon Bread and Strawberry Wine. There is a story about this where my childhood dog ate the cookbook, and my mother had to get in touch with like a series of interlibrary loans to locate the recipe because it was that important. And when my mom got sick a bunch of years back, Karen was the one who took over making the pies. Karen's pies are excellent. I also, I'm a big fan. I like the chocolate pudding pie that my dad will make sometimes.
Oh yeah, that's
what else?
We've had cheesecake. Aunt Elyse cheesecake.
Yeah. But it's just... For me, pumpkin pie is the true Thanksgiving dessert because I do not eat it any other time of year.
Yeah, it is the Thanksgiving special dessert.
Yeah. Next question.
What would your ideal Thanksgiving outfit look like?
Elastic waist yoga pants.
I've never cared about like Thanksgiving outfit because we
Yeah.
One year we went to Thanksgiving at a restaurant. I'm gonna skip a lot about that because I don't want to bring you guys down. It wasn't great. The food wasn't great. We were put in a place like where my mom with a cane and my like 95-year-old at the time grandmother couldn't walk that well.
It was not a great experience.
But we looked amazing, and we took after my panic attack.
Oh, I will actually pop in a selfie because I do have it.
We took the most amazing
bathroom selfies. Yeah, because the bathroom was great. But long story short, we usually just eat in our house, and historically, we host. And typically, like, my aunt and uncle and cousins would come over, and my grandma would come over, and we'd just eat some turkey. Like, it was never really that big of a deal. Like, we never had to put on, like, our Sunday best or anything like that. We just put on clothes.
Get together as a family.
So it was nice. Next question.
What is your best Thanksgiving memory?
You mentioned it briefly before.
I have one.
Is it the same memory that we're going to talk?
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Is there a commercial jingle involved?
No.
Okay, then I'm
so we've got two.
That will make Elyse, like, turn a different color.
I'm afraid. So mine, there was one year, this is like the first year I think we were in, it was after like my parents built a whole bunch of stuff in the addition, and it was me and Karen and our two cousins had to clean the kitchen. and we were running out of storage. So we made
like Tupperwares at the time.
We made an offhand comment like, "Oh, can I put this in a bag?" And one of the adults said, "Yeah, sure, go ahead." And then we proceeded to put literally everything else in a bag. Mashed potatoes in a bag. Corn in a bag. Crescent rolls in a bag. Gravy in a Tupperware container. But we wanted to put it in a bag. We
were stopped from doing that by our dad going, "You can't put gravy in a bag."
But I very distinctly, like, anytime I go to clean up the kitchen and I need to get a Ziploc baggie out, I always remember that Thanksgiving that we put everything in a bag.
Sweet potatoes bag, turkey bag, everything in a bag. So Thanksgiving was always a time that it was just our uncle, our aunt, our two cousins who were the closest to us in age. What?
I said to myself commercial jingle because I don't know what you're talking about right
now. You're gonna know.
Okay.
But it was just always the only time that we were ever really able to hang out with our cousins without, like, their friends or other cousins around, like, at birthday parties. And we were kids up until recently. And so the first year that we were all, like, at the kids' table and Grandma wasn't, like, watching us like a hawk. Do you remember a toy called Mr. Bucket?
Oh no!
His commercial jingle Elyse will splice in right now.
Mr. Bucket!
That's right, I'm Mr. Bucket. I'm Mr. Bucket. Toss your balls in my top, I'm Mr. Bucket. Out of my mouth I will pop, I'm Mr. Bucket. We're all gonna run, I'm Mr. Bucket.
The game's Mr. Bucket. The first to get their balls into Mr. Bucket wins, but look out, because the balls will pop out of his mouth.
I'm Mr. Bucket. The balls pop out of my mouth. I'm Mr. Bucket. A ball is what I'm about. I'm Mr. Bucket. We're all gonna run. I'm Mr. Bucket. Buckets of fun.
Mr. Bucket from Milton Bradley.
Buckets of fun.
Okay, guys, you're familiar with that? Let me introduce you to Mr. Butthead.
Oh no.
I'm gonna try to sing this. This is an invention that our cousins and we came up with, and we were not allowed to say some of these words at the time, but it was so funny, guys.
It was. This would
be Thanksgiving would be the holiday where we get that, like, video camera out. We'd, like, make.
That was when I decided that I wanted to be a cinematographer.
Like, this is where we.
That lasted.
This is where we would, like, play around with
the video recorder,
the camcorder. But something that didn't make it to camcorder was a Mr. Butthead. The balls pop out of my ass. I'm Mr. Butthead. I am loaded with gas. I'm Mr. Butthead. Whee! You're all gonna run to Mr. Butthead. Buckets of fun.
Oh my god.
I can't believe I made it through that without dying.
I'm surprised you did that. But this was, you gotta remember, I was probably in maybe maybe 6th grade when this
And
came
Elyse
out.
is the oldest.
And I was the oldest.
And we weren't allowed to say ass, obviously.
But it
weren't allowed to say
rhymed.
fart at the time. So
Yeah.
we worked very, like, cleverly around saying the word fart.
What's the next question?
The next question is,
Where do the balls pop out from
What?
Mr. Butthead?
what is your least favorite Thanksgiving dish?
Well, my aunt has a tendency to make creamed onions.
Yeah,
Like
I've never
pearl onions,
I've
and
never willingly put those on my plate.
I also don't particularly care for candied yams. Yams are pretty gross.
I can do the yam / sweet potatoes. Those can be really nice.
I like sweet potatoes, but I don't like the way that they're made for
You
our
don't like,
Thanksgiving.
the marshmallow topping and the brown sugar?
No.
I like that because it's a little sweet, but I don't like it with my Thanksgiving stuff. I like it as leftovers later. My least favorite is probably like...
Oh, stuffing! I hate stuffing.
Yeah, we don't like... Neither of us likes like stuffing / dressing.
Yeah.
Because our family has...
They all
always
just make
done just like
stovetop.
Stovetop stuffing.
I'm
bunch of
sure
bread
that-
with, like, old
I'm
bacon,
sure
I
that
guess.
if there were a dish that I could make where I could like omit the onions, because I really hate onions. I don't know if you've picked up on that. I am not good with onions.
Actual, like, physical eating onion, like, Elyse has a food intolerance to that. I'm
Makes
not
me-
gonna go into detail.
Makes me very sick.
Turn somebody
So-
into Mr. Butthead.
Stop it. So, anything with onions? No, thank you. Next question, please.
The next one is, do you have any quirky Thanksgiving traditions? We do have
There is,
one.
yeah. Okay, are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
The morning eggnog?
Yeah. So every Thanksgiving we set out to watch the Macy's parade, and we absolutely have to have a cup of eggnog. That is basically like we don't drink eggnog until Thanksgiving.
That's what
As much as I want to drink it like right now, I'm not gonna do it.
Eggnog now?
Sure,
Is
we
it
can.
out?
Yeah, we could get nog. It's like middle of November. We could get nog.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Neither
no,
of us
we
consumes
don't
alcohol.
drink.
And we've been doing this since we were little kids, and our parents didn't booze it up or anything. It was
No.
just eggnog out of a carton in a little teacup, while we
Watching the
watched
parade.
And that is like our one true
Mhm.
like big tradition.
And then when we see Santa in the parade, it's time for
It
Christmas.
is like officially the holiday season.
Yeah, that's what rolls it over. And that's actually one of the reasons why I knew my fiance was a good match for me, because it's the same thing for him. As soon as you see Santa in the parade, no holds barred Christmas.
It is the holidays.
It's the holidays. So, next question, please.
Next question is, where do you and your family usually celebrate Thanksgiving?
Well, like we've said on several occasions, we usually celebrate it at my parents' house.
Downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs.
Here, but lower.
Yeah, we've started filming, as you guys could probably tell, the blue room is actually my childhood bedroom in my parents' house. I don't live here full time anymore.
But that makes it so much easier to film up here.
Yeah,
Because there isn't, when we try to film at Elyse's, it's like really interrupting.
echo and I've got hardwood floors.
But
But
then you have a fiance that also like needs to use the house.
that's true.
So if we can just film up here,
So that's good. But basically, our Thanksgiving celebrations take place downstairs. It's going to be a little different this year. Like we said, we are actually traveling for the holiday for the first time ever.
to spend some more time with Dad's side
yeah.
of the family,
And
I'm
I'm-
looking forward to that.
I agree. I am also looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing my relatives and just spending some time with the side of the family we don't really see that much because they live kind of far away. What we got for the next question, Karen?
Next question is, what do you love most about Thanksgiving?
Food.
Is it
for me-
rude to say food?
I don't
Like-
think so, because I think for me, the meaning of the holiday has changed a lot over the years. There were times where I really liked it. There were times where I've absolutely hated it.
I mean, I'm
I've got some great memories of it. I've got some really rotten memories of it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I never really bought into like pilgrim stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
the
not
Pilgrims
really.
and Native Americans.
That's
and,
like a whole new genre of eye roll that I'm not going into in this video.
I learned about that in preschool, and I was like, oh,
That doesn't make sense. But like I said, that's not really what I take
But, like,
out of this holiday.
That is so detached from what I think modern American Thanksgiving is, because our mom has had cancer twice. She's been through stuff. Our dad's been through stuff. Our grandmother had been through a bunch of stuff. And Thanksgiving.
You've been through some stuff. Like we've all been
through stuff. I was hospitalized in 2013.
Thanksgiving is always the holiday that comes around either just before or just after something really terrible happens for us.
And it's how we can come together and be with each other as a family. That's what Thanksgiving is to me. It's about being present and about being thankful, even if what you're thankful for is just that, like, it's not about, like, here's a list of the things we're thankful for. I'm thankful for Beyblade and Cheetos. Like, it's not like that. It's like, I'm thankful for a family that supports me when I'm sick. I'm thankful for a family that can come together and be here.
Food is what brings our family together in times of need. Long and short of it. What do we got for the next question, Karen?
The next one is, what do you think has changed the most since the first Thanksgiving? And I'm gonna say,
well, we got
Elyse's
cell phones
hair
now.
color.
Wow! Ouch! Well, we have cell phones now. I feel like since the first Thanksgiving, which is, again, that's a whole nother...
The first Thanksgiving is, like, here's what's changed the most. Self-awareness.
Yeah.
I mean, we celebrate American Thanksgiving. I know Canada has Thanksgiving. I don't know
why Canada has Thanksgiving.
Yeah, because we don't know the story of
hey,
the
Canadians,
first Canadian Thanksgiving.
Tell me about your Thanksgiving. I know it's like
Does
2
it have
months
some
ago.
bullshit fable like ours does?
But, you know, long and short of it, I feel like there's so much that has changed between then and now that it would not be easy for me to encapsulate in one succinct answer.
It's an entirely different world.
Next question.
This is the last question,
okay.
Number 10, and it is, what are you thankful for?
Jesus, some Beyblades. That's a lie. I know nothing about Beyblade. I know a whole bunch about Cheez-Its. No, but in all seriousness, I am thankful for my family. I am thankful that they're here for me. I am thankful for my fiance. I'm thankful that he is such a wonderful, positive part of my life. I'm thankful for my friends. I'm thankful for the internet. I'm thankful for my 3-foot-tall John Cena statue. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for the miracles of technology and recovering cell phones. There's not a whole lot that I'm not thankful for these days. I mean, I know there's definitely stuff. I'm not gonna get into it, but y'all could probably guess.
I'm also very thankful for, some of the opportunities that I've had this year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of really cool opportunities this year.
I'm thankful for the people that I've met through those opportunities. Like when I've vended and I've met cool people and I've learned things about
I'm thankful for the traveling that I've been able to do, no matter how limited it's been this year. It's nice to have people that care when it feels like a lot of people don't.
And we're thankful for you guys at home watching. And
we are.
It sounds dippy. Is anything?
No, I am thankful for every single one of you viewers right now. If you clicked this video to watch it, if you got this far through it, if you subscribed to the channel, if you
didn't get this far through it, we're still thankful, and you can't change that, even if you don't see this.
I am thankful for YouTube as my creative outlet, because as many problems as YouTube has, it has provided me with some really, really incredible opportunities and allowed me to meet and be around some really fantastic people.
So thank you.
I am a little over halfway to partner, subscription wise right now. So tell your friends, sub to Elyse. But all that being said, this is one of the most important parts of my life, and I'm not going anywhere. Dang it. People can say that YouTube is dying all they want. I'm just gonna still keep trying, man. I'm just gonna keep trying. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here with us today. No real question of the day today, but if you want to let me know what you're thankful for down in the comments, I'd be glad to hear it. My social media links are in the description below. If you'd like to see more from my channel, hit the little subscribe button, click the little bell. If you want to stay in the know, the bell's the way to go. Thank you all so very much for watching, and and we'll see you in the next video. Happy Thanksgiving.